Hey guys, here we are back at the layout. My latest video before this one was the homemade sculpted mold, and then I made a follow-up of it. But anyway, I got on my layout here. I've got a large area pretty well done as far as the sculpted mold in place, and I'm starting to work on the ground cover. You can see in the background there where the riverbed is. That's all done with zip texturing. That's the mixture of the hydrocal and the colored pigments. And you have to mix up whatever color you like, and you have to mix up a lot of it. And then if you want alternating colors, you have to mix up even more. So it can be a big process of having all these different mixtures that you've had to make up. Well, anyway, I had played around in the past, and other people had suggested using the grout, the pre-mixed colors of the tile grout. Anyway, I went down and I have used it before, but I didn't like the single colors, and I said, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I would like. But anyway, I went down and it's really expensive for a bag, like to me anyway. A 10-12 pound bag is like $14, and I was going to buy one color and see how it worked. But then the other day I just happened to be in the restore, and they had like all their bags were on sale for $4. I said, wow, this is great. So anyway, I came home with 3 different bags. It was a camel color, a summer wheat, and then let's see, camel summer wheat, and I forgot the third color. I'll have to go get that for you. But anyway, I came home and I started working with it, and I found out that I like the mixture of the 3 colors. So I think it does well, because for me, a lot of people use real dirt, and that's great, but trying to find a mixture of colors, because the ground's not always one color. So anyway, here's an area that I've already done. Now the color looks a lot better to me than it does on this screen, so I'm not sure if the final video you'll be able to tell, but I'm just saying this is really easy to work with, really easy to do. I am working in, like I said, the G scale. If you're doing HO or smaller scale, I'm using the sanded grout. That means you got sand in it to make it go further, and when you were doing the grout, to make fill your spaces more than just the unsanded. If you're doing HO or some other scale, you may want to do the unsanded, because that's all you're getting is your pigment. You don't have any sand in there. So anyway, I was going to show you how I do this real quick. Right here, I've got an area that a building's going in. I like to make my buildings removable. So if I ever take my layout, I just pull my buildings and do whatever I need to with them instead of making them permanent. So that's where a station's going. I have lined it off with, you may be able to see the edges with plywood, and then my base sits down in that. So, and I've run my sculptor mold right up to the edge of that, so it looks like it just goes right up to the base of the building. But anyway, so I've lined this off because I don't want to build up anything on the inside with the blue tape. When I first did this, I took the grout, the sanded grout, and I went straight on top of the sculptor mold. The problem is you have to go on thicker if because you're trying to cover up this white area here. Well, what I've done since then, since that little trial area, you can go down to Home Depot or whatever, get some latex paint. This just happened to be some I had on hand. I used to do model airplanes. I painted a plane with this years ago, but it is like a mocha brown or whatever. And what I do is, this is just so simple. I just take it and I just paint it full strength onto the area. And the good thing about this is close to the colors I'm already using. I mean, you could use a darker, but what we're trying to do is just trying to cover the area in case we have a place that's so we have some color to it and don't showing white through it. So we're going to paint this whole area. And the reason I needed to get this ground in because I want to ballast this. I hadn't figured out what, as far as my ground cover, as far as the foliage and everything, what I'm gonna do with that yet. But I want to get the ballast in because I think it just look better if people come by and look at it than just having the plain track in there. So try to get this worked along. And I'm painting even up to the over the wood there that's exposed. And you can go back over the top and make sure you overlap. Make sure you hit all that white if there's, you know, because at the edges it would be hard to mix up there. Now you can lay this on as thick as you like. All right. I've made sure that I've got that done. All right, I'm gonna hit pause so you can find out this other color. I can't remember what it was. Okay, the three colors is a mushroom, a camel, and then the summer wheat. The summer wheat is the primary color I use, but I use in combination with these other two. The mushroom's the lightest. The camel's kind of got a red to it, and then the summer wheat's kind of the brownish color. It matches this a little bit better. But another piece of thing you need is I use a tea strainer. I mean, this is a pretty fine strainer. I use it also for my zip texturing, but this allows, if you got some thicker sand, it doesn't allow it through it. And you can, once you get your color in there, you can tap it and get rid of the sand somewhere else other than back into your buckets here. So anyway, I'm gonna start off with now all we're doing is taking this and just tapping it around. I just tap it on the side of my hand, and I don't just cover the whole area. I may use that much of that color and then come back and what I'm trying to do is just give a variation of colors. Because, yeah, that's the hardest thing about using zip texturing or just some, you know, whatever. When you find dirt that you like, is it's going to be primarily one color unless you're mixing them yourself. Well, this just makes mixing them easy. And then we're going to hit the overlap. Now, you see how little I use. Now, you can sit there and let that dry, or I go ahead and I've got Elmer's glue mixed in here. Is probably 60% water, 40% glue, and I just got plain old alcohol, and I spray the area so it'll accept that, so it doesn't move my stuff around very much. I just barely hit that, and then come back and just wet it. And what this does, being the glue, it locks in those pigments and they're not going anywhere. Now what I'll do is that's it. I'll take, and I have a fan right here that I blow across this, and probably about 15-20 minutes it'll be dry. And see, now I've got my pigment all the way up to the edge of my track here, and I can come back here and ballast it and it'll look right, because you know you're not trying to, you won't have a sudden break in the colors. But anyway, I'm not sure if I'm finished with the video yet. I'm gonna probably get this area done, show you what I've done here, but we'll be back. Hey guys, here we are back. What I went ahead and did around the station, and I've gone ahead and dropped the base of the station in. You see how it just goes right up to it. It makes it nice, looks just like ground, like no vegetation. I like the variation in colors. Like I said, I'm not sure on the video if you can tell the brightness or the nice colors that are there. But anyway, these three colors work for me. Like I said, it was camel, mushroom, and golden wheat. If you go down to your Home Depot or Lowe's, you can see that they have many colors to work from. Just whatever you whatever you're looking for, you can find. But like I said, when I was doing this, I think a mixture of colors makes it look better. So anyway, I just thought I would pass this along. When I put the glue mixture on there, it makes it nice and solid. It's not gonna pull up. It's ready for me to add my vegetation or rock. I may come in here and put a couple rocks or something like that, but I wanted to get my base down. So like I said, when I have friends come over, at least I'm not just looking at a plain old white ground cover on here. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact me through my website, tysplains.com. I hope this video helps, even though it's a short one. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me.